Let's take you live now to Trump. He's about to step up to the mic. He is in Indiana. He is in Pennsylvania, which is one of the crucial states. So we'll take you there for a quick listen in.
A couple of places and nobody's ever seen anything like it. You know, let me tell you, they have us up in the polls, as you know, in Pennsylvania and all over the place, actually. But when they say we're 3 points up or 4, there's no way. It's got to be a hell of a lot more than that. It has to be. It has to be. You know, polls are fake also, just like these people, the fake news. They just... We prove that. We prove that a lot. Well, I just want to thank you. We're here today because early voting begins in Pennsylvania over the next 2 weeks. And we need each and every one of you to go out. Just don't take anything for granted. We have to win Pennsylvania. Go out and make a plan to vote early, vote absentee, or vote in person on Election Day. But you got to get out and vote. You got to say to your husband, Harry, get the hell off that couch. We can't take any chances because our nation is at stake. Our nation is going to hell. What they've done to our country at the border with inflation, with that Afghanistan nightmare that was the most embarrassing day probably in the history of our country, the way they did that.
That is Donald Trump. He is in Indiana, Pennsylvania, and there is good reason for it. He must win Pennsylvania, and this is one of the states that probably will not have a result on election night, but it will come down largely to Pennsylvania. Also, something to keep in mind is that mail-in ballots, you heard Donald Trump say there today that mail-in ballots, and that starts today, so you can vote from today in Pennsylvania. But when it comes to the counting on election night, well, you cannot open those ballots until election day. So the counting is a little bit slower in Pennsylvania. That's why there's unlikely to be a result in that state on the night. So if it comes down to just that state, it might be a long wait there.